It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Espresso on SABC3. Now, as the weather is slowly starting to turn towards spring, I mean, one can really feel those summer vibes around us. And it's time that we begin to really consider what we can do with those entire lovely warm weekends and long summer days as well. And getting out of town and hitting an open road might be actually the ideal thing to do. So we have with us in studio this morning David Donde, a man who likes all the finer things in life, like fantastic coffee, fine cars, and beautiful roads in between. Good to have you here. How are you?
Great to be here.
Wearing a bit of a different cap this morning though, right?
It's very different.
I didn't know this side of you, but you're an open road person. You really like to get those expensive cars when you do and then drive them out. So we asked you to put together 3 of your favorite routes or drives out there. So let's start with the first one. I'm going to say it very carefully. Bainscliffe, right?
Bainscliffe. There are a lot of roads that you'd use to test a car, but there's some roads where you just become one with the car. And Bainscliffe is one of them. I mean, you go up on the Cape Town side, from the Wellington side.
Yes.
You've got these smooth, winding roads, and it's just like that. And it's just, you get in one and it's fast and quick, and then you get to the top and it's beyond gorgeous. But as you're coming down, it's winding and twisting and difficult, and sometimes it's wet. And you're just so focused, and they're overhanging rocks, and it's just spectacular. And then there's some secrets on there. There are rock pools halfway down, sort of secret rock pools, maybe not so secret now that I'm mentioning them, that on a scorching hot day, you just stop and you jump in, and it is just absolute motoring nirvana.
Oh, man.
And for that, just a light, quick, nimble sports car is just the way to go.
Okay, all right. So what's your next one? Meiringspoort.
Meiringspoort is an entirely different animal. It's unique, I think, anywhere in the world. It's 25 kilometers of absolutely flat, perfect, pristine tarmac in the garden route. And the most amazing part of it is it crosses a river in the Poort 25 times over those 25 kilometers.
Wow.
And for that, something different, a brutal sports car, one that you've got to grab by the scruff of the neck and throw around those corners. And usually no traffic on it at all. They're usually motorcycles, and they're rock pools, and it's just amazing. Folded mountains, and you're deep in this gorge that is an impossible engineering feat.
And also zero signal, but don't worry about your phone. Obviously, you're not trying to. Well, you can take the photos on Instagram.
You know, I never
later.
knew there was no signal there because I never looked.
Okay, all right. And then one of your other favorite ones, what is your last favorite one that you...
A completely different animal, Swartberg Pass. And those who know it, it's a gravel road, and Prince Albert, and I think the images don't even give it a little bit of justice, but it's a road that has these exposed folding mountains that is spectacular in itself. And these sheer cliffs, and all built with dry stone that was packed. And it's a kind of scary road to drive if you're not used to it.
Yes.
The edges are right there, but the views are spectacular. And eventually, after winding your way up this thing, and you do stop, it is one of those roads. And not for the sports car here.
Yes.
A good four-wheel drive, or my choice would be an adventure motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then once you're at the top, there's a pathway down into De Hel, which is this forgotten valley where these people were lost and interbred, I think was the word that someone used, not me. But down, you've got to make the trip down there at some point in your life. It's as famous, I would say, as Sani Pass.
Wow.
And there was that old David Kramer chasing the Foxy bus up the Swartberg Pass. And it really is that iconic, and it's one of those passes that every South African should do as a rite of passage, no question about it.
And indeed, I mean, these are just 3 of the many amazing routes that are available out there. So thank you very much.
I could go on forever.
Exactly. Thank you for coming in and sharing those favorites with us. And of course, go out there. Let's explore what our beautiful country has to offer. And if you're anything like me, you know, you've gotten curious and want to hit the road out there, remember to also, very, very importantly, drive safely, and also very cleverly by collecting Avios redeemable towards your next national or your international holiday. I mean, you do this by booking your car with Avis, first of all, filling up with BP, and sleeping well at a Protea hotel. And once you've signed up, of course, with our Avios Rewards Programme, and you do this, you register by SMSing travel to 33728, and then you'll receive a link that we'll send to you. Now, once you've signed up, we could be calling you on Friday for our big pick a box draw. I mean, how does a British Airways Airways flight sound, perhaps a Samsung tablet or a BP fuel card. That could be coming your way just if you SMS travel to 33728. Register with that link and become part of our Avios travel community. Now, speaking of one of our partners with Avios is Avis, and they are there to make your traveling needs a whole lot easier. Take a look.
As you may know, I travel quite a bit to all corners of South Africa, and most often I need to rent a vehicle. Now, I'm very excited about the partnership between Avis and Avios, because by renting a vehicle through Avis, I get to collect Avios, which in turn means I can pay for flights and even pay for my accommodation. Hi there, Belinda.
Hi Ewan, welcome to Avis.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited for the Avis and Avios partnership. Tell me a bit about the partnership. How did it all come about?
Okay, it's a global partnership, and Avis South Africa was very happy to endorse it. So we felt it really suited our brand, and that will be a good partnership as a reward program.
So how exactly would I collect Avios with Avis?
Quite an easy process. You can go onto the Avios website, go onto the Avis partnership page and book us by inserting your membership number, or you can actually phone our call centre and also quote your membership number, and then you earn 1 point for every 10 Rand you spend on car rental.
So I've got my Avios credit card. How much Avios will I collect by paying with my credit card?
You'll still collect 1 Avios for every 10 Rand that you spend on the credit card, but you will also collect for renting a vehicle as well. So you'll actually earn double.
When I use my Avios credit card to pay for my rental, what is the procedure like? What do I need to know?
Very easy. Log into the website, the Avios website, and put in your membership number, and you will earn your 1 Avios for every 10 Rand that you spend with us. And by the way, I've got some coffee prepared for us. Would you like to follow me and we'll have some coffee outside?
That'd be lovely.
Avis is a familiar sight at the world's major airports. If you're in more than a hurry than I am, you can be in a car and on your way almost as soon as you've landed.
Belinda, I travel around quite a bit, locally and sometimes internationally. In terms of branches, how many Avis branches are there locally and internationally?
We've got 98 locations in Southern Africa, and worldwide we're looking at 5,000 locations in about 170 countries. So you can rent a car anywhere in the world.
Well, I'm very excited to collect Avios with Avis, but can also do so internationally.
You can. You can rent in any country and still rent on the website and earn your Avios. And it obviously differs depending on which country.
There's quite a number of different rental companies out there. What would you say makes Avis stand out?
I think our staff, we all go on an extensive brand ambassador program, and the we try harder spirit that we all try and live towards definitely makes us stand out. And then we have extensive range of vehicles, newest fleet, and also the biggest range in South Africa that you can rent from.
Now, I absolutely love the outdoors. Do you have something on offer for someone like me?
Yes, we can offer you the Fortuner, which is a 4x4, and it's got the higher clearance. So for yourself, that would be the ideal vehicle to take out into the bush.
Oh, I can't wait. Belinda, thank you so much for all the info.
Car rental gives you the freedom to explore, and because you collect Avios as you drive, you can seek out the open road. Is your taste sporty or practical like mine? Or does it lean towards something more luxurious? Whichever the case, there's a vehicle for you. Keep in mind, the first step to enjoying the rewards is to join the Expresso Avios travel community. You can do so right now on Expresso's Facebook page.